this past weekend, I was kind of iced in and I spent some time watching things and reading things that I was kind of behind on. And I ended up deciding to watch the last three seasons of My Hero Academia. Here's the thing, I've watched My Hero Academia since it started with my kids. And then my kids kind of were like, we're too cool for this. We're not watching it anymore, which is what happens as a parent. Um, but I continued to read the manga. Like I have all the manga of it that I'd read it as it had come out. And I was like, do I really need to watch this? Because I've read it. I know how it turns out. Like I've read the story, but I kept seeing this interview with Michael B. Jordan where he was talking to like Jacob Elordi and some other folks that are up for awards and things. And he was talking about how much he loved My Hero Academia. And the last thing that really made him cry was Bakugo finally getting recognition from All Might. And I'm just watching this and I'm like, okay, fine. I'll go ahead and watch it. And I'm really glad I did. Yes, I read these things, but I read it in black and white. I read it with no color, no voice acting, no graphics. And here's the deal with some of the effects and some of the fights and some of the battles that take place in anime, it doesn't work just in black and white on a page. Sometimes you really need to see it. And it reminded me of this verse at the end of the book of Job, Job 42, verse 5, where it says, I had only heard about you before, but now I have seen you with my own eyes. And Job had a good knowledge of who God was. He was faithful to God. But after going through all of his ordeal and seeing all these things done face to face before him, he's like, now I've actually seen you. I'd heard about you before, but now I've seen you. And that's how I felt about, going from just the manga to the anime for My Hero Academia. But I feel like a lot of us, we've got that black and white print version of God in our heads. And it's not until we actually go deeper in our walk with Christ, it's not until we actually surrender ourselves more, it's not until we actually start taking big steps of faith that we go from seeing him solely in black and white to seeing him in full color with the voices, the actions, and everything else. It makes a difference in just how we see it, how we experience it, and how we live it. This has been a Faith and Fandom Bite Size. If you enjoyed this, head over to faithandfandom.org where you can find more than 200 geeky devotionals free to read at any point in time. We've got more than a dozen books on Amazon. We've got hundreds of podcast episodes wherever you get podcasts. But thank you for taking the time to join me in finding God in geek culture.